Friends, episode 15, and I am here with David Dooley. What's going on, Dave?
Not much, man.
Do you ever go by Dave?
My college buddies call me Dave, but
Yeah.
that's it. Everyone's called me David my whole life until then. And then when you're out drinking with buddies, you don't really correct them. So it's like, yeah, I'm Dave now.
So is that what you prefer, though, or?
No, I mean I've always preferred David, but I've never been someone to correct you. Like,
Good. Thank you. Because I don't like being
So
corrected.
you
I
can
love
call
being
me.
wrong.
Yeah, you can call me whatever you want.
I'm high.
Okay.
Number one. Number two is you have a show coming up in Nebraska.
I do.
We're talking
Lincoln.
about. Where's that at?
Cornhusker country. I think it's like an hour west of Omaha, probably.
Really?
Is that right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What's the name of the establishment?
The Comedy Loft.
Comedy Loft.
Yeah.
And what nights are those?
It is the 28th and 29th. So it'll be Friday and Saturday.
And this will
Two
be
shows.
out. Yeah, this will be out before then. That's awesome.
Sweet.
So you're a family man too, right?
I am.
How do you juggle comedy and family, having kids and a wife? Because there's a lot of comedians that'll get out of comedy when they have that because it's just too difficult. How do you balance that out?
Well, what's funny is I didn't even get into comedy really until I already had a wife and my first daughter. So
Yeah.
my first open mic at the Arts Bar, which you used to host, was my daughter was like 10 months old that day, and I went out to an open mic just because I wanted to get back into it. But so yeah, I think I always wanted to keep getting back into it. So I kind of kept putting it off, right? I kept giving myself excuses, which is really easy to do. An open mic for sure. And then I just said, you know what? Let's get back into it. So juggling it, I don't know. I think I've tried to integrate it, which is not always easy because you kind of throw yourself into it to get good, and it definitely has probably hindered my progression at times. But
yeah, definitely. I don't go out nearly enough as much as I should. But anyways, we are going to make a unicorn today.
A unicorn?
Yeah, from the Harry Potter Origami book. This is going to be a very difficult one, but you know what? Let's go for it. Have you ever done origami?
Dude, if I did origami, we're talking 2 decades ago at this point.
All
so.
right. Yeah, so
I should probably start learning though if I have small kids.
yeah, this will work out.
Something to do. It's not television. Yeah.
Do you like Harry Potter?
Dude, I've never seen any.
Read
I've
the
watched some of I think it's the 7th one because
there's a lot.
My wife was or something.
Yeah, that's how I
Was
got
there
into it too.
Yeah.
That's just what they do.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, let's get started on this because this is going to be kind of difficult.
Okay.
We are going to make a square base. So let's go back to the square base.
Okay.
And let's just start out. What we're going to do is fold the paper in half. No, that's Kite Base. We're down here.
Oh,
square
down here.
base.
Okay. Sorry.
So we're going to fold the paper in half.
Okay.
And the thing is about these bases and origami, I learned is like you want to crease really well.
You want
you want to crease.
You want it to remember.
Because a lot of the folds, they rely on old creases and stuff. So a lot of these folds, you're just creasing it in a certain way.
Okay. So you want
And then we're gonna do another one. We're gonna open it up and just do it right across. So we're gonna have
there we go.
kind of making it into 4 squares.
Okay. Can do that.
So what is your goal in comedy then? Are you looking to make a living out of it? Or are you kind of just doing it because you enjoy? It's fun.
Yeah, what's funny is I've never really liked the term "make a living" from comedy because you should always continue to progress. I mean, I could say making like a base salary to feed yourself and house yourself.
Well, I mean, just
no,
you don't have to have a regular job.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would be the goal. It's like, all right, if I don't have to think about money and I can just focus on comedy, then that would be like ultimately the goal.
That's the hardest part because we're all human and we always, as much as we try not to daydream and fantasize, it's always there.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think ultimately I kind of want to just keep progressing and get to a point where, like you said, you don't have to do a day job kind of thing, but at the same time you want to always be building whatever ink that is. A Brandon ink, so to speak. Like that's if it keeps building and building. What?
TM is trademarked already.
Trademarked, is it? Okay.
I'm gonna trademark it before I release this. So
okay.
It will be.
Okay.
So then what we're gonna do now that we got it all
Did you do another fold?
We're about to. We're gonna do the color side up.
Well, no, I saw you do like a half one too.
Yeah.
Right?
So but put the color side up first. and then you're gonna fold it half on the inside, so the inside's gonna be facing. And so you're gonna do the corner fold and then really give it a good crease.
Make it remember you
Yep.
were there.
And then you're gonna unfold it and do the same thing in the other way.
Okay. It's just kind of let them know who you are. And do the same.
Yeah, there's a few comics moving out of the city.
Really?
Yeah. No,
I saw
do it.
a couple.
Yeah, do it the other way.
This no, hold on, this way.
Yep.
And but also like
Yeah.
this, right? Okay.
That should be.
Yeah, some comics are moving out, which is I honestly it's great if you can,
Yes.
if it's the next step in your progression.
Well, and it's great for growth for other people and stuff.
True, it's going to open up slots, and that's the biggest thing around here is just being able to find slots where you can get them because it's a very competitive. I think it makes you better. A competitive
Yeah,
market.
it's
It
supposed
does
to,
make
yeah.
it does make you better, but it does provide like I said, it can be very. Like I said, at times you can go a long time without having any kind of gig,
Yeah.
any good gig.
That's why they call it the grind.
Yeah, for sure. Right?
So now you have it like this. Now take this here,
I see.
and then you'll kind of make a. Yep, keep going, just like
Like
that.
that?
Now you made your square base. That is our square
Hey,
base.
look at me.
So we got our square base. Now we can go back
Did something.
to the unicorn, if I can remember where it was. Do you like unicorns?
My daughters love unicorns.
Oh, well, this will be a treat for them.
Yeah.
Make sure they like and subscribe to my channel.
When I should get them their own phones. They're 4 and 1, so they probably do.
Okay, so now we got our square base. You want to make sure the open side is down.
Okay.
Okay, open side. Gotta give it to the fans up top there.
Open side down. Okay.
All right. Yep. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a kite base on both sides. So kite base is basically like this. See?
Okay.
So we're gonna do that.
With the
There.
downs.
Yep. And then do the same thing on this
I
side.
see.
My folder's still crooked, but they're getting better.
Okay, let's see.
So right there we got a kite base. I'm sorry, my grandmother paper is hard to see here, but we got a kite
I'll
base
do my
on that
best.
side.
To give you a better
So see, and a lot of these use multiple bases, which I know. So I'm actually learning, and that was my whole point. I wanted to learn about origami, and I wanted to learn about just other comedians.
Yeah.
You know, because you see each other, and you may say hi or hey on that, but you don't know that much about them. And technically, we're all like on our own teams. You know what I mean? We're all trying to go for a few slots out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and things can get like, crazy out there because we're all people and human.
Sure.
And so it's nice just to get to know people and like, and just humanize them because really you might maybe see them out at night and see them on stage and maybe say hi, talk to them a little bit, but then that's it.
Yeah, I don't know one comedian in the city who knows where I live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I see him at almost, at least a couple times a week.
You're ahead of me, so yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna do the same.
I only did. Oh, did I? Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
we're gonna do the same on the other side, so that worked out.
And not
Are
intentionally.
you hustling me here? Is this
No,
like
no,
pool
no.
hall here?
Like I said, it's not an intentional thing. It's just natural to, especially like you iterate. Like I have a family, somebody else. It's like, well,
Yeah.
I don't go hang out at the bars or for late nights after these mics or even some of these shows. I'll go home, especially if it's a local show. And stuff
Oh,
like that,
definitely, yeah. So now we got a kite fold on both
so. All right.
sides.
Okay.
So now we want to take this triangle and just fold it along that thing, back and forth. So you want to make one good one here,
Okay.
and then go back the other way, just to really set that crease in. Really, man, I'm getting really good with my origami lingo.
Are you?
I'm making it all up as I go, but it sounds like it's origami lingo.
Yeah.
All right. And now we unfold
How many times?
everything here.
Unfold everything?
Yes.
All that work to just unfold?
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's all based on the creases.
Okay. All right. So I've folded it again. So we just unfold the whole thing?
Yep. So okay. So we were like this, right?
Well,
So open that up
Open
right
this
there.
back up, okay.
Now take this and go like that, so you have that middle crease. So open those sides up and turn it into the other square. So both of them, just like that. Boom. And then flatten it out. Then you got a square with that crease in the middle.
Okay.
So now we got the open side down and the closed side top crease in the middle. Now it says what we need to do is we need to take a scissors
Okay.
and stop right where we made that cross crease on the top triangle.
Do
So
you
with the
cut
scissors
from
come
the
along the
bottom
center
now?
line, yeah, that's why this open is
So
up.
I have to open like that?
Yep,
So
and we
you
cut
right
along that
here.
line and we stop right at that.
Okay.
So I got some
Let's do it.
scissors here. Now let me read this before we start cutting just to make sure everything is.
All right.
So with your scissors, cut along the center line, stopping, excuse me, at the base of the upside down triangle. Make sure to cut through all layers of paper. So we do want to cut everything.
You cut the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and just.
All layers of paper. All layers.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. You're crazy. All right. Let's see.
This is what I do. So who are your inspirations in comedy?
Growing up, it was obviously like Seinfeld was a big inspiration in my family, or my house, I guess I should say. Gaffigan. More modern comics like Bargatze. I'm a big. I got on him years ago. He's doing incredible things now.
We saw him at, they do the Big Slick every year.
Yeah.
He was at Big Slick last year.
He was?
And he performed there, and he just destroyed like the entire Sprint Center.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
And I like it. I just think his delivery is very, very good. And I also I think Rory Scovel.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of him? Or
yeah, I
gotten into him?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with his. Because one thing for me is I've been listening to a lot less comedy or watching a lot less comedy since I've been doing it. Because sometimes you can absorb someone's point of view, and then you think you're coming up with your own ideas when it's really theirs. Because the thing about comedy is you relate to it. So when someone hears a joke or sees a point of view, like, I totally get that, or I've been there before. So if you have someone that you relate to a lot and stuff, that can seep in, and then you don't know whose thoughts are they your thoughts, or is it just because you listen to their comedy all the time?
Yeah. I had that with like a Tosh bit one time.
Yeah.
I literally wrote it down. This is back, and I told you I didn't start doing it for, about 4 years ago now, so I started doing it. And I wrote down a joke, and it was almost verbatim one of Tosh's jokes, but it was a Tosh joke that didn't come out until like 2 years later. So it was like, it was either direct parallel thinking. It's not like I saw where he was at in the clubs or anything like that. So, but as soon as I saw that, I didn't.
Yeah, and that does happen. I've thought of jokes, and I'd have to text somebody. He's like, has this been taken? Because it seems too good to be true. I've had to have heard it somewhere. Well,
that's why I've really started to gravitate towards the kind of reflecting on my own world experience.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
You have to. It's like there's only so many funny quips you can come up with. There's and what's funny is if I think I can come up with one, we know one-liners even in the city who could probably come up with 100.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I can't compete with that.
Yeah, I'm different. One-liners are difficult.
For sure.
But let's get back into this here.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
I get chatty.
I know. Well, that's what this is all about. And actually, it's a lot better than because some people they don't talk as much, and that works a lot better if you do. Yeah. So we're at number 7 on the unicorn, and so how we cut that now? It looks like I think we just do the top layer here.
All right. You got it.
So only the top layer up trying as far as it'll go without ripping. So
just one.
Yeah, on both sides though. See how it has
as far as it'll go without ripping.
Yeah. So as far as you can go without. It's about to rip, and then you stop right before it's about to rip. So yeah. Okay.
So like right there.
Yeah.
You fold it.
Now, yeah, you do. And now what you have here is.
Yeah, I guess this is what it looks like. So.
See, and okay, here we go. And then we use these other folds. See, this is why it's important to have really top, to get those tight folds, yeah.
Whatever future origami enthusiasts are watching this right now.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's important to really increase those folds.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
All right, so you're getting ahead of me, aren't you?
So then...
So I've only done the 2 folds.
So now you take that corner and bring it into there, and that corner to bring it into there. And see, now you got like...
Wait, what?
See? So what I did, so you got it open like this, right?
Okay.
You got it open, then you bring those corners in.
You just do a half fold like this.
And then you kind of got the Space Force logo.
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right.
Doesn't this look like the Space Force logo, guys?
It does right now.
Number 9. I do that because I like to have the top camera because it breaks up the monotony. Even though in its own right origami could be very action-packed, I still like to get other angles on it. So now we just flip the piece over and repeat on the other side.
Do the same thing?
Yep.
All right, so we do the fold up. Like this.
So do you ever think you'll move for comedy, or? Because you have a family, so that's going to be a lot more difficult.
It's definitely, we've talked about it before, where if I ever got to a certain point, but I feel like it's almost as if my current state would have to be higher for me to move. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I would have to be more of a traveling, getting booked
Yeah.
more frequently type of comedian before I said, hey, let's make a move to a
But it's like
different
one of
city.
those chicken and the egg things.
Exactly. Or do you not get that unless
Yeah.
you do it? So yeah, it's
Because
we've talked about it.
some people say like Nick Scott, he always he goes by the thing, and I've heard this before, where be the best in your city before you move. But I think
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Jeff Nelson said, he just he was doing all the shows and stuff. They're all the same shows. After a while, there was no more up limit, and it's not that he was the best in the city.
It's just he felt like
wasn't
he'd
getting
accomplished.
scared. He wasn't getting scared before he was going on stage anymore.
That's a
That was his criteria. So
Yeah.
I think if you top out, and I think that's kind of what Jeff did. Like if you top out, if the shows they're all the same shows,
Yeah.
which are fine because it's all practice. It all
Yeah.
goes into the hours
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. But if you don't see anywhere else to go then I guess go somewhere else. That's my theory. Just
Yeah.
go when you're ready, because I always hear all these different, everybody has a different time to go wherever it is, and they always have a different place. But they've all made it, and they all took their own thing,
their own
so-
way, their own route. So that's why there's no real definitive path.
Yeah.
I mean, and I feel like that's becoming more and more prevalent nowadays because of social media, because of YouTube.
Yeah.
Think about it. Everyone for the most part in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like they all went either LA or New York for the most
Yeah.
part, or maybe Chicago, or they started Chicago and went to those two, and that's kind of the way it went. If you wanted to be in the business nowadays, it feels like there's more. I mean, granted, those are still the two major hubs, obviously, because of the population.
Well, yeah, the internet
And
helps.
that's what I'm saying. Like it provides other venues that you could try to grow your little ink, like I talked
your
about,
brand.
your
That's
brand
what they call it, the brand.
before you make that leap to another city
Yeah.
or whatever. So I don't like I said, having the two kids and wife and I have career jobs like that, so it's one of those things where if we make that jump, like I'll either go all in and make that jump,
Yeah.
where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be, we're gonna go find some apartment in New York and move two kids from this nice
Yeah.
world we've already kind of made and say, hey, let's do that, or LA. I actually have family out in LA,
Yeah.
so that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
See, ours was a compromise with Jennifer, because New York doesn't have the nature that California does. I mean, it does. New York State
Yeah,
does,
but you
but
gotta go, like,
being in the
upstate.
city, yeah.
And then once you're in the city, it's like you
Yeah.
don't leave it that much. If you, I
Yes.
mean, unless you can.
So that was, and she likes the forest and lakes and stuff.
Yeah.
And so
It's a beautiful state.
Yeah.
California's massive.
so now we are right here
I
at
didn't.
number
I didn't.
10.
You beat me. Oh,
Yeah.
So I
Now
did
you're
the
good.
trifolds.
Yep. So now you rotate it to where that part is.
I'll just turn it
triangles
over.
on the bottom, and now it says to fold up the bottom triangle. So just fold it up. I guess just to hide it.
Just one.
Yeah, just to match whichever.
Oh wait, so you're folding a really
I don't-
small
yeah.
triangle. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know which way to fold it, but yeah, you just kind of fold it to match
Yeah,
the shape. Now take the top left flap and inside reverse fold so that it lines up with the bottom left flap on the top right. Okay, so
Alright, let's see here. Let's take the top left flap.
and then fold the tip under as shown to create the neck. So
I'm just gonna watch you.
yeah,
You're a
well,
pro.
yeah. See, this is I don't.
Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to fold that down without. Hold on. Take the top left flap.
And inside reverse fold it so it lines up with the bottom left flap.
Let me see this. Just stand it up, I guess. Is it the whole thing? Because there's two of them, right?
Yeah.
You do the whole thing then, so you have to like
Yeah.
open it up almost, right? Do you? Oh yeah. So I don't want to bend everything, but do you bend it? I don't even know.
Yeah, this one's tough.
This gets weird. I see what it's wanting you to do.
Yeah,
I
I just
don't
think
know.
I just think you guys kind of.
I see what it wants you to do.
See how it's a little awkward there?
Yeah. You have to cut it though if you do that, I guess, right?
Yeah, it says unfold the right side, open up the head by unfolding the back layer 2. Take your scissors, cut along the center line of the head flap, and then repeat.
I just don't want to mess this thing up by folding it down, unless it wants me to fold down.
Oh, because we gotta make the unicorn horn.
Is that right?
So that's what that's gonna do.
So is it like that then? Yeah, here we go. I think I did it right. Is that right?
Okay, so
Did I do it right?
it looks like you did. I don't know what the hell you just did, but you did something.
I think you just have to like unfold it. So.
Oh, like that to make the
Yeah.
legs?
Well, not you inside out, like you're unraveling.
And and like that.
No. Like it, so what you?
Yeah, I think I got it right.
Okay.
Right here.
No, it looks like I did it inside out.
But these are the color part is the.
Oh, you're right. You're right. So what I do wrong with them? So here, let's go back up. So how did I get that?
Okay, and so then what we do.
Whoa, dude. I'm just confused as to how I would fold that then. Like, that looked like it would be easy, but then I didn't. Oh, should this go on the inside maybe? Is that what it is?
Actually, no, because see, then you got this right here, and then you fold it in like that, and that looks more like a leg. Now, we're a couple of amateurs here, so it's not going to look exactly like. But on this here, you open this up, and then you cut.
That for a
head. Yeah, you cut it.
Oh, so you can fold it down.
Take your scissors, cut along the center line of the head flap, and repeat on the other layer. So I wonder.
All right. I still have to figure out how
I
to
wonder.
I don't know how you did that with the legs. Like I said, maybe you fold it down and I put it inside. That's what I feel like I'm supposed to do.
Like I'm gonna have to take this back to the.
There we go. Nope. Oh, God, what happened? You did it again. Somehow. Hold on. Let me get this back. Let me get back to where we were. Oh shoot. I'm gonna lose this. This is not gonna go well.
Okay, so then I cut down this center here.
You're way ahead now.
I think so. I'm just winging it now.
I still have no idea how to make that happen now I think about it. Like I'm trying to figure out how to bend it. Unless you go down that way? No, you don't go that way. Unless
Look at this.
You bend down that way?
Look at that. Look at.
How'd you do?
I don't know.
Dude, what did you do?
That's,
I don't even know.
So,
how. Okay, I'm still back at the fold stuff.
So here, I'll show you here.
All right. Hold on. Let's
You
get this.
you gotta snip that.
Well, I don't have to yet though. I haven't even gotten to this part. I'm trying to get to that part.
Okay.
Yeah, I still can't figure it. I did it where it was
So
inside
here,
out.
I'll show you. I think you're almost there. Here,
Okay.
let me see if I can. So I think you had this right. Oh, that's not. I think it's like this here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think you had this right, because then.
Did I just not fold it down right?
Oh man, you gotta. I don't know what you did here.
I don't. Well, I did all the folds right.
Here, yeah, okay.
So I just did the wrong.
So yeah, so you fold like that, and then you fold it in.
Okay. I must have just folded it down wrong.
See how it has that?
Yeah, I see that.
Actually, yeah, yours is a lot better than mine. I think I had mine a little. Your folds are a lot straighter.
Crisper. Yeah.
And then you.
I just couldn't figure that part out. I was like, I don't know how to fold this down.
And then you snip that, and then
snip it if you
one side is like the unicorn horn, and the other side is a head.
Okay.
So then you.
Bend them down like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that. We'll call it a joint effort. This is your podcast.
Well, but we're not done yet.
Vlogcast, whatever they call these.
We're not done yet. So
we're not done yet?
We got the horn. Okay, not the best horn. But okay, so there's supposed to be a tail that comes out here.
All right. So I'll call that the curve.
Oh, okay. So you take this inside part.
Hit a lot of stuff.
Take this inside part and you make the tail. See?
Take the inside part. Tail. How do you take the inside part? What inside part?
There should be an inside part.
I guess you just is it just the fold? You just undo the fold?
I think so. There's
All
like
right.
Oop, no. Maybe.
I don't know what happened to mine. Did I mess it up? Is it just the fold? I don't know. You made it look good.
Yeah. Well,
we can just go without a tail. It could be more like a camel unicorn.
Yeah.
Like,
not all unicorns have tails from what I hear.
Apparently.
And they don't even exist really, so I think any
I don't even know.
unicorn works.
So we got the horn part of it.
Yeah,
this
mine's not gonna have a
tail
tail either.
I don't even know how. Ooh. For the tail, reach inside the rear legs and pull out the center layer.
And there's a lot
Sounds kinky.
more in here.
Inside the legs. Inside, reverse, fold this layer until it sticks up and out. So I think you're right. I think you were, but the problem is this thing here, this fold here, I think. Unless, you can't fold that out.
I think yours is good. I think we did pretty good job for a unicorn.
No tail, we don't need a tail.
No, we don't. Because
they stand up, on their own, right?
Perfect. That is our unicorn.
There we go.
Right.
There we go. There we go.
Cool. You want to hang yours up on the board?
Sure.
Yeah, number 2, right next to Dayton's broom.
Dayton? Oh, I feel so blessed.
I know.
Let's see, do it right. Let's do like, oh shoot, let's do this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's do it like, maybe like that, so I can keep it a little vertical.
Perfect.
There we go.
All
There
right.
we go.
You ever, I have a theory, and this is one. I had a theory that everybody's done a paper airplane.
Yeah,
And I was wrong, so Monisha said she didn't. But everybody else has said they have.
Monisha said that? She
Yeah.
never made a paper airplane.
No. So I ended up teaching her. So I have.
Now we can't trust her ever.
Yeah, I know. So I have some paper here, and then
Alright.
you just show me the type of airplane that you made.
It's
in
not
school.
gonna be. It's not gonna be extravagant. I can't even remember much of it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing right now. I've seen a lot of similarities in
Yeah.
all paper airplanes.
I can imagine.
There's not too many different ways
Alright.
to do the paper airplane. But I love nostalgia.
Yeah.
This one, I don't. You're in your 30s, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I turned 30, I got so nostalgic. I don't know if it happened to you the same way.
Nostalgic, huh?
Yeah, I just.
Is that why you guys went to Disney World for your
No,
wedding? You just
we
wanted
were
to-
already going down there
Oh, okay.
with her family. We decided we'll get married while we were down there.
Nice.
Just because we didn't have time or the money to plan an entire wedding. A
Well,
huge one, too.
they'll set you up right down there too.
And it's a lot. I think I have a theory. It's a lot better to not invite people to a wedding where there's only 10 people versus not getting invited to like a wedding where there's like 200. Like, how do you not
That's
make the
true.
top 200?
That's
like,
true.
I'm not in 200.
That's one way to look at it.
Friend,
Yeah,
you know?
I get that. You're right. It's they're not gonna get offended if it's just 10
Yeah,
people.
like
all right,
we're in
close
another
friends
state.
and family.
Yeah. So what do we do here?
All right.
What did little tiny David Dooley make?
Tiny David Dooley. Let's just start with a very basic fold in on both sides.
All right.
So fold in on both
Standard.
sides. Did I ever tell you my parents met at Disneyland as they worked there?
Disneyland?
Land, yeah.
Okay. What, have
You guys
been
went to World, right?
Yeah. Have you been to World?
I've been to both. Yeah.
So what do you recommend? What is this? Are we gonna be disappointed by Disneyland?
Disappointing.
Because our expectations are so high for Disney World. 'Cause we're definitely going.
Well, Disneyland is much more like it's like in the city of
Yeah.
Anaheim as opposed to World. They've created this legit world where it's
It
just
has their
Disney.
own highway.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. But I mean, World. Let's see, I did that when I was old. Like it was in my early 20s when I went. And Land I've been a few times. My parents worked there when they were younger. That's how I've been met. And Land is pretty cool though. It's basically just Magic Kingdom. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you went there.
That's what I read a review of it, and yeah, it was just a slightly smaller Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. All right, so you're just gonna fold in from there. Pretty standard paper airplane. I'm sure you've done this 15 times now, or whatever.
At least, yeah.
Whatever episode it is now.
10,000.
I think we're gonna at least to make it a little interesting. We'll do like 2 folds. So do like a trifold or double fold here, where you halfway. And then
I did get a message on the YouTube comments. I got a comment. This guy said he made a paper airplane of legs I've never seen before. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have him send in I'm gonna
some
hit him
random
up.
dude or
Yeah,
somebody
well, he
you
said
know,
that
or
he knows Greta, and so
Oh, okay, let's
I'm
know
gonna,
somebody.
it's still a random guy on YouTube comment though. You know, I can't have him coming to my place.
You gotta be careful of that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just say, hey man, thanks for checking it out. Send me a video I'll do it right here.
Mail
if
it.
you're watching it, go to origamywithfriends@gmail.com and send me a picture or a video. I'd love to see the paper airplane. I'm curious. I wonder if it's an actual airplane. You know, like when we were looking at the Star Wars.
Oh yeah. like an actual legit airplane.
Is this the Dooley 750?
Yeah. This is the Dooley. This is what I did when I was 6 or whatever. When last time we had paper airplanes. But yep, that's about it. It's not
wait to see if this flies.
I'm sure I, did other things, but that's the only one I can remember.
Perfect. Where can people follow you on your comedy?
Oh
journey?
yeah, it's pretty basic. David Dooley comedy on Instagram, Facebook. I think Twitter it's too long for the handle, so it's but you can still type in David Dooley comedy.
Okay, you'll find it. All right. We're gonna go outside and throw these. I want to thank you for coming on. This
man,
really great.
It was fun.
And I'm actually proud, even though it's not the textbook unicorn.
Yeah.
I'm proud of how far we got.
I thought we did pretty good for kind of blind.
Yeah, just not
blindly going into the unicorn.
So, anyway.
The horn's a little weak, but that's okay.
Hey, at least there's a horn.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys outside. Thanks for watching.
Sounds good.
Hey, I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. I want to thank David for stopping by. You have anything to say?
Follow your dreams as long as it pays you.
There we go. See you next time. Oh, no.
Oh, you won.
Hey.
Hey.